Good morning, everyone. Really, I want to just say good morning to all y'all. Shout out to my sister Nadia for doing my nails because they look so good. And I'm sitting here, and really, I'm just about to take these braids out. So I washed my hair, and I just put it in 4 braids. Um, and my hair is very thick, and it's pretty long, and it's heavy. And it takes all my energy to wash it usually. So, but yeah, I'm just sitting here relaxing. I've done some yoga. It's Wednesday, June 3rd. I have the day off today. I have so many goodies around me. I have Florida water. These are just some of my goodies, okay? Rose quartz. My son actually went to a dinosaur exhibit and he did like this rock exhibit and he got all these crystals. This is one of them. It's rainbow fluorite. Can't really see it, but it's actually quite gorgeous. So he got 3 of these, like a bunch of these. He got these a while ago too, and he didn't want to like give them to me. I'm like, man, if you don't give me them things. And then have my amethyst sitting right here next to me as well, because I have these 3 together in a pouch. And also, I love the sound they make. They're together. They're besties. And then also, I have my newly acquired. Oh, I'm so in love with her. Selenite. My selenite. So I'm gonna buy more of these from the same person. I'm absolutely in love with this. And I've been wanting to get this forever. I don't know why, but I didn't get it. But she's so peaceful, she's so calming, she's so tranquilo, she's so tranquil. So really in love with her energy and I'm getting more. I'm gonna get one. I leave her in the living room. I got her like last week. I'm gonna leave her in the living room and I'm gonna get one for all the bedrooms too. Because it's just good for calm, peace, relaxing energy, right? And this is my breakfast today. I did like some yoga today. I'm really just focused on my path, my healing path, my cleansing path, and just being um, authentic to myself and taking care of me, you know? This is also sitting up here. This is at my computer desk, right? This is a TV that hasn't been put up yet. Right next to it, y'all can't see it. It's a TV stand that hasn't been put up yet. So I'm like renovating, not renovating like construction wise, but just like redecorating, right? So I'm in like the process of it. I've been had this crystal. I think this is rainbow jasper. Don't quote me, I don't know. But this is like a crown I've been had. It's so pretty. I'm just surrounded by crystals. Highly recommend the crystal therapy. This is Buddha. I'm so sorry. This is Yoda. I'm tripping. See, just all the celestial energies all around me. But Yoda, master. Um. Oh, I hope my boobies ain't falling out, honey. Okay, so one more thing. Woo. This was a printout from my daughter's cake when she turned 16. Okay, because we do love a good currency in this household, honey. Okay, so that's that. And this is my breakfast today. Because I told y'all I'm on my cleansing. It's Suha. I really love this brand. They have a really good brand. Um, the only thing I don't like about this brand is everything comes in plastic bottles. Plastic is clearly not sustainable and, stuff like that. So, Suha, love y'all brands. Love y'all products. This is an immunity shot, rebound shot, elderberry, and probiotics. So I'm about to take this. And then these are cold pressed. Oh, Green Delight. It's apple, banana, mango, lemon, kale. Ooh. there's spirulina, spinach, chlorella, and barley grass, non-GMO, organic, of course. Yeah. So, so I was gonna actually like go take my hair out, but I'm gonna just do it right here. And also wanted to check in with everyone and see how everybody's feeling during this time. I mean, 2020 has been a doozy, clearly. And just real quick to jump off that with my locks. And okay, a couple things before we go into that. My locks, I've had them for 5 years in May of 2020. So super excited about that. They've taken off and done everything that I wanted them to and more. Like I didn't know what they were gonna do, but like they just exceeded my expectations and went like beyond, whatever I knew and thought. And I really was just sick of doing my hair, combing my hair, figuring out, but my intuition just told me to lock them up at that time. I had researched it for about 2.5 years, which is what I do. I research crazy before I do something and I just sit with it. So it was time. So anyway, 5 years, yay. And I'm in love with them. And also my skin, I'm gonna show y'all. It's not like the most flattering thing ever, but I'm gonna show y'all. It's like definitely I have some, some dark spots and stuff that I do want to take care of, and that's something too that I'm also focused on, which also has a lot to do with my diet and toxins that we put in our body, like drinking and stuff like that our body it comes out in our skin. So like I said, I'm just on this journey of cleansing. And yeah, so how's everyone doing? Back to the subject at hand with everything that's going on today, with 2020 being such a crazy year. I personally had a death in my family that affected my children on the 7th day of the year, okay? And then, of course, the Kobe tragedy, crazy. And then, of course, coronavirus, crazy. I'm going to take this because I didn't eat anything yet. I'm hungry. And then now, of course, what's been happening to Black and brown bodies in this country and globally since this country's inception, is the defiling, the defaming, the disrespecting, the violence, the hatred, the death, the killing, the maiming, the murdering, the raping, the pillaging, okay? And now it's come to the forefront with certain cases that are mainstream right now. So, just checking in with everyone, seeing how everyone is feeling at this time. Sometimes I just stay quiet during these type of times because, sorry guys, because I have a different perspective on all of it. And my perspective is that lead your own energy. Excuse me. Or let spirit lead your energy. All right. Don't be reactive all the time. If you're constantly watching the news, if you're constantly watching the media, if you're constantly watching what other people are doing and certain world leaders and things, and you're constantly reacting to that, you're always in a state of reactivity. You're always in a state of reaction. You're not in a state of being proactive. You're not in a state of guiding your own ship, guiding your own missile, guiding your own Merkaba. You're in a state of constantly blowing with the wind, constantly going wherever someone tells you to, and you're emotionally inflamed constantly, which is a draining way to live, a stressful way to live. You can't possibly meet your destiny when you're living like that and when you're blowing in the wind constantly like that. So, I'm deeply spiritual. I believe in the heavens. I believe in the cosmos. I believe in the ethers. I believe in divine intelligence. So, because of that, I'm just faithful. I'm faithful. I believe in natural selection, yeah, and divine intelligence. And I know that things are moving around the way they're supposed to, and I'm doing my part. And everyone has their different parts. And maybe, everyone has a different role. Some people's role is to, you know, front lines, protesting, um, petition, different things. And I feel like it takes it all. But for those of you who may not feel led to that call, do not feel bad about that. Do not feel guilty about that. Especially if you're a Black woman. Girl, you've been fighting the good fight since day one, literally, okay? I'm blessed to have been studying this particular topic for more than 5 years. I'm blessed to follow women who have studied this topic. We study it for our whole lives, right? We study it because we're interested in it. From little girls, we have that fire in our belly, in our souls, right? So we're like, why is this like this? Why is this like this? This isn't right. That doesn't make sense. That's wrong. And then we get older and we see the differences between how boys might be treated and girls might be treated, and within our own family structures, right? So we want to follow that. We want to, see what's up with that. Investigate that. So the women I follow, they have PhDs in this. They're basically social anthropologists. And I'm going to look that word up just to make sure I'm using the correct terminology. Yes, let me look it up real quick. Anthropologist, an expert or student of anthropology. I hate when they do that. Okay. Anthropology, right? Okay. The study of human societies and cultures and their development. Okay? The study of human biological and physiological characteristics and their evolution. So I'm using the right word. These women are social anthropologists. These women, they have went to school for this. They have PhDs in this. They have master's degrees in this. They're graduate students. They're PhD students, okay? I myself have studied this for several years. I see the histories. I see the correlations. I see all of this, okay? So this is not like a 100-year-old problem. It's not a 200-year-old problem. It's not a 300-year-old problem. It's not a 400, 500. This problem predates slavery. Now, obviously, I just feel like there's a different way. I just feel like there's more than one way to skin a cat, and that's just me. And I feel like certain people should be on the front lines, and certain people should be the ones doing the work, and especially Caucasian people of both genders, privileged classes of people, and the men themselves. Okay, we Black women, Indigenous women, we have our own work to do, which we do and we've been doing and will continue to do. So shout out to us. And I didn't know if I was going to make this video because I don't want it to come off insensitive, or I'm just like a larger picture type of person, being and having an anthropologist's heart. I'm looking at the full scale. I'm not looking at 100 years. I'm not looking at 10 years. I'm not looking at the 60s. I'm not looking at the civil rights movement. I'm looking at the timeline of all of it. Okay? And I know that it's deeper than surface level, okay? So, if you are in it. And that means within your circles you can do, you can have your voice in on your different social media channels and on your blogs and on your YouTubes and on your videos. And also, rest is revolutionary. Taking care of yourself when you maybe were not allowed to take care of yourself because you had to take care of everyone else. Okay? Is revolutionary. The way you live your life can be a revolution. Choosing a midwife and choosing to only have a female OBGYN, that's revolutionary in itself, okay? Choosing the way you eat, okay? The foods that you choose to eat, where you choose to live, how you choose to raise your children, if you choose to accept religion or be like, I don't know. All of those are revolutionary ways to live because they're outside of the status quo. They challenge the status quo. They challenge what's considered normal. And it takes a lot of courage and grit, okay, to live like that. Now, I'm literally dripping sweat right now, you guys, because my AC is broken. It's messed up and it needs to be fixed. And we're waiting for the part to come. So my landlord said later, this week or early next week. And I'm in Georgia. And yeah. So, but it's fine. I'm grateful for everything. Okay. So I'm going to take this out. Ooh. These are not the easiest things to sleep in. Okay. These thick goat braids that I love. They're so cute. I think I'm gonna start doing this to my hair more too. I was gonna stop the video, go take it out, and just come back, but we're having a conversation, so I probably will take a picture and put it up of how I'm looking later. I always get all dolled up and look so cute, and I swear I'm gonna take pictures, and I never do. I don't have a photographer. Like my daughter, she's busy with her own things in her own life, and yeah. So I really need to put earrings in or something, but I can't get up because I only have on shorts. But it's okay. We're gonna do this. Let's see if I have earrings in my purse, because a lot of times I do. But anyway, this is how it turned out. It has, movement, and it's not just straight. Sorry guys, my computer keeps, because as much as I love my straight hair, I don't just, come on, I don't just always want my hair straight all the time, it's like, no. So let me see if I get earrings in here. Let me see. So as a Native woman, as an Indigenous woman, as a Black woman, as a Dominican woman, as a woman who has all this rich multitude and history and cultures inside of her, running inside of her blood, running inside of her veins, running inside of her spirit, running through her aura, I'm definitely qualified to speak on this, okay? I know I'm hopping around. Please bear with me, okay? Let me just take a cleansing breath, right? My whole mission is to get us to relax, okay? We've been so tightly wound. We've been in such a state of panic, fight or flight, survival, running, just being hunted and chased down and persecuted for so long. Okay? Black women. That my mission is to get us to relax. Seriously, honestly. I go to work, I come home, I'm on that couch, I'm in the bed. Yeah, I'm studying, yeah, I'm reading, yeah, I'm watching videos, yeah, I'm talking to my kids, but I do not feel compelled to do it all. I do not feel compelled to run around and take care of a million things. Yes, my children, especially my daughter, has me running like all the time, but it's different. I don't feel compelled to save the world. I do. I've always been like that since I was a child, okay? And I had to stop because it was killing me, okay? It was killing me because I was blown in the damn wind. I was a leaf blown in the damn wind, okay? And everything shattered my heart. How can you help someone like that when you're just a puddle all the time, okay? I'm extremely sensitive. I used to cry, oh my God, all the time when I was little. All the time. My feelings were hurt like that. And it could be something that someone said to me. It could be something I saw on television. It could be nature being hurt, like an ant stepping on an ant. I would just freaking puddle, right? Can't serve anyone like that, right? Okay. So, take care of yourself. Prioritize yourself. You cannot help anyone. You cannot serve anyone when you're a freaking puddle. When you're scared. When your energy field has holes in it, you're not going to save the world. You're not. You're not going to be the greatest help that you can be to the world, okay? Have fun. Enjoy your life. Rest. Okay? Study feminine energy. Study feminine arts. Okay? They're very helpful. It's a very helpful energy. You're a woman. And not all women identify, super duper with the feminine energy, but I'm just saying majority of women probably do, whether you know it or not. And it's definitely a practice, especially when you're not used to it. When you're used to working, being a mule, and hi, I'm on camera, and taking care of everyone and everything, and just giving, never being replenished, never replenishing yourself, takes a toll, and you can't serve anyone like that. Okay? So, okay, I'm going to give you an example. The other day we went to the park. I took my son and his cousins and some of his friends, and I walked. And I dedicated the walk to justice. And, it was energetic and it was spiritual, but nonetheless, it's still worthy. Like, you're still doing something. You're still contributing. You don't have to be on the front lines to contribute at all. There's so many things that we can do energetically. And once again, going back to the way we live our lives, a revolution in itself, okay? Taking care of yourself, good for the planet. Prioritizing yourself, good for everyone else. Look at the Rihannas, the Beyoncés, the Michelle Obamas. The more power you have, the more resources you have, the more access you have, the more currency you have, the more powerful you become, the more you can help people, the more you can affect change. I remember when I was in school for broadcast journalism, and my instructor, who was an anchor, a news anchor, he asked us all, what do we want to do when we get older, and what our dreams and what our goals are. And I told him I want to be a philanthropist. And he told me, he said, well then, oh yeah, he said, get rich. He said, get filthy rich, and then you can help whoever you want to help. And I said, okay, bet. Okay, so that's my goal. Because, ooh, this is so good. Because we help others from our overflow, right? We help others from our surplus. We give when we can give. I was talking to my girlfriend, and I was saying, I remember this example, and I don't know if it was true or not true. It doesn't matter. The moral of the story remains the same. So, basically, this person said that they, would see this homeless person, and they would stop and give them money, give them food, whatever, blah, blah. So one day they stopped and talked to them. And they were like, hey, how did you end up here? How did you end up like this? Clearly articulate and clearly intelligent and wise and good character, all these things. How did you end up here on the street? And can you do me a favor? Can you go in my room and just get me some earrings, please? Let's see which earrings he brings. Okay, I'm sorry, back to the story. So he said, how did you end up here? He said, when people would ask me for something, the bricks that I was using to build my own home, I would give them the bricks. Okay? Instead of building my own home and then inviting them in for a stay, you can come stay in this room that I have to offer you. He gave away all his bricks. Now he's homeless and he can't help himself or anyone else. Okay? So that's just a great example and story. I don't know the the origin of it. It's not mine. I didn't come up with it. But think about it like that, okay? You gotta put your own mask on first. You gotta put your own life vest on first, or you can't save anyone. Being reactionary to me is not the way. I went to school for this. Okay, I'm trained in this. I was trained in the news media. I know what it is. It's very sensationalized, and it's not modern times. I was in English class in like 2011, and she sent us a poem around, and it was about this dude, and he was talking about the Pony Express and how basically it was corrupt, and y'all just want to sensationalize and have the people up in arms and up in an uproar. This was during the time before TV, radio, all that. The damn Pony Express, okay? And I think it was in Europe. This is not a new problem. This is not a new issue. They want you inflamed, emotionally inflamed. They want you in a rage. They want you out of control. When you're out of your mind and when you're blind with rage and when you're emotionally inflamed, you're malleable. Baby, it's on the Victoria's Secret bag. You're easy to control. You got it? That's fine. Thank you. These are nice earrings. Yeah, when you're just in reactionary mode, you're very easy to control and manipulate. These earrings from Reagi, they're really nice. So that's just all I wanted to say. Just you really got to focus on what you're doing and what are you writing a book? Even if you're just taking care of yourself, you really have to stay focused on that, because that's going to be your anchor. It's going to center you. It's going to ground you, and it's going to help you to make the next best steps in a proactive way. Like, I was already doing this anyway. That's why, to be honest with y'all, a lot of this stuff does not affect me. It does not touch me because I don't watch the news, because I know what it is, because I've been trained in it. I know what's going on from a historical perspective because I've studied it. That's another thing. I have to say this before I go. I have to say this because it's kind of annoying, but then again, I'm just like, whatever, it is what it is. I just mind my business, right? So, and I'm just going to use professions of people that I know just because, it's easier. So, these women who are trained in this, social anthropology, right? These women who have went to school for years, these women who have studied certain communities, like literally collected data, went into people's homes, talked to all this, okay? They're always challenged. Like, if you go to school and you're a graphic designer, people are going to take your expertise if you go to school and you're a chef, people are going to take your expertise. You went to school for this, blah, blah, blah. Many things when you're, a lawyer and blah, blah, blah. When you go to school for most things, people understand that you're the expert. You know what the hell you're talking about because I've studied this for years. So it's not an argument. It's your opinions and your emotions versus my years of study and research versus my scholarly, you know what I'm saying? Time that I've put in. It's not the same. So you can have all your opinions and feelings you want, but I'm still studying in this. I'm still a scholar in this, okay? And it's annoying because everyone wants to argue you down. It's not my feelings. It's not my emotions. I've studied this for years. I've done the research. I've done the reading. I've done the intense study to come to these scientific conclusions. Okay? It's not a feeling. It's not an emotion. It's not a hunch. So, trust women when they tell you that this is what's going on. When they tell you uncomfortable things that you might not want to hear, that don't fit your narrative, and that might cause some cognitive dissonance, do some research. See if what she's saying, just do some research. Do your own research about it. And don't just cast it off. And don't act like one segment of our society's problems is higher than another, because guess what? If moms and children are not prioritized and are not taken care of, no community is going to thrive or rise or be okay. And especially when the nature of the community is predatory. You eat your young. You don't respect your own children. You don't take care of them. You don't stay. You abandon them. You abuse them. You mutilate them. But then you expect everyone else to respect your kids. You expect other people to respect you. It don't work like that. That goes against the universal laws of nature. And I don't give a damn who you are. You cannot trick yourself. You cannot trick nature and the universe. Okay? Obviously, clearly look around, right? So we need to start cleansing and healing within. And when I say within, I mean first within yourself, within your family, within your immediate family and then extended family, or your group, your circle of friends. Be careful who to keep around you. I don't care. All relatives ain't family. And all family ain't loved ones, honey. Okay? Be very, 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 very selective about who you allow to be around yourself and your children. Don't care if you've known them since the day you was born. Okay? It's very important. What you allow into your mind and your energetic field is very important. Turn off the damn news. Coming from someone who went to school to be a news reporter. Someone who went to school for broadcast journalism. Someone who went to school and is trained by radio program directors, by news anchors, by executive producers, by reporters. Trained by those people. I'm telling you to turn the news off. I'm telling you to stop listening to the mainstream media because they have an agenda, okay? And who are these mainstream news outlets owned by, right? Probably old white men, old wealthy white men, who I'm sure have an agenda of their own to keep the status quo, right? Okay. So, go within. Your spirituality is going to be your saving grace. And your femininity is going to be your saving grace. And if you're a man, healthy masculinity is going to be your saving grace. And that all starts within ourselves, okay? Getting in alignment within ourselves, okay? And be gentle with yourself. Like, all this transformation, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time. And that's another myth, that transformation happens overnight and it's, it's so quick and it's all beautiful, and it is, but honey, before it's beautiful, it's dark and it's ugly and it's hard and it's cold and it's painful and it's all those things, and you just got to keep going. Even if you got to lay in bed for, just don't quit. Go slow down, take a break, don't quit, okay? I definitely am an advocate of like focusing on yourself and, doing the work that you're doing. If you're a crystal healer, and being authentic, that's very important to me. Very important. If you don't know yourself, then you'll just be a leaf in the wind. You got to get to know yourself first, okay? Before, watch this and watch that and see how it sits with you. See, does it make sense to me Does it, does it align? Does it whatever? Of course, I have bad habits that I'm working to break. But I'm pretty damn good because I broke away many years ago, and I've been doing my own thing for many years, and now I'm very centered in myself, and I know who I am, and I know what I stand for, and I know where I come from, and all of those things. So, yeah, life is good. Some things are beyond our control. Some things are set into motion before we were born. Some things cannot be fixed with anything that you can see or touch. Things that are tangible, that's not going to fix it. Some things aren't meant to be fixed. Some things have to play out because it's been set in motion, and only certain things can change it, and it's not anything tangible, and it's sometimes not anything that you can do. Sometimes that person has to do the work to fix what they broke. So be loving, be kind, be gentle with yourself and with others. You're not obligated to fix anyone else. Excuse me. You're not obligated to save the world. If it's not your children, you're not obligated. You're not obligated to carry the world on your back. That's not your job. Your job is to take care of yourself. Make sure you're good. Make sure you're healthy. Make sure you're happy. Make sure that you are the best you that you can be so you can serve the world, okay? Do not feel guilty. Serve the way you serve. You are put here to serve the way you're supposed to serve, and you know it because you feel it. And many of us are not in alignment, and that's why we feel so terrible at the end of the day. We're going against our nature and our true beliefs and everything, So I'm going to end this video here. I'm just sending everyone love and peace and cleansing and healing and togetherness with those who we're supposed to be together with. And basically dissolution from those who we're not supposed to be with. Let me make sure. My vocabulary used to be like, but yeah, dissolution, okay? Dissolve those relationships that are not supposed to be there. My vocabulary used to be so on point, but after the years of the partying, honey, my brain is still sharp, but not like my school brain, But anyway, love y'all. Try to give y'all a picture when I get dressed so y'all can see the final product, okay? Everyone, take care. Love y'all. Bye.